Review channel, and today I'm going to do something a little different. Basically, I'm going to just go look at my own videos and rank them. And I'm going to rank them by two ways. One of them is I'm going to rank them by how successful they are, and the other one is how much I personally liked them, or how good I thought they were. And we're just going to do, obviously we're not going to do all my shorts. That'll take forever. We're just going to do nothing but my videos. And I'm going to look at every one of my videos. Well, I'm going to skip the first one. That's just a review. That's just an introduction. But every one of my long form videos. And let's get with it. Same thing as usual. If you're gonna unsubscribe, don't waste my time. But if you're gonna subscribe and stay subscribed, I'm glad to have you. Okay, as far as you can get on my scale is 6. 6 is a perfect score. I guess if you have a 3, 3 is basically average, and anything under that is bad. Or maybe, anyway, we'll just make it up as we go along. I don't have a script here. I'm just doing this off of my top of my head. So my first video, and another reason I wanted to do this video is because a lot of times I plug my own videos and no one watches them after I plug them, and that's kind of irritating. So maybe if I talk about my own videos, maybe someone will watch them and go back and see how good or how bad they were. Okay, my first video was Nosferatu Then and Now. Okay, and it was a video where basically I just took the original Nosferatu from the 1920s and I compared it with the new one from 2003. And anyway, I stuck them together and I kind of compared the two of them. It was my first video, so I really had no idea what I was doing. So, as far as success is concerned, I would give it a... You know what? I would give it a 2. I think because I ended up getting 235 views on it. I didn't get any subscribers, but I did get a decent amount of views. And it was my first video, so that's fairly decent for a first-time video. Unfortunately, it was, I didn't know what I was doing, so it kind of sucked. It was kind of slow moving. I didn't know what I was doing at all. It was kind of boring. So, hey Alex, how you doing? So basically, I had to just, basically, I will give it a 1. So 1 is the worst you can go. It's not my best work by far. So overall, I would give it a 3, which means it's about average. I gave it a 2 for success and a 1 for how I actually liked it. My next video was Linkin Park, Triumph and Tragedy. And basically, I just talked about Linkin Park and talked about Chester's suicide and all that. I was really surprised. This one didn't do very good. I don't know why, because Linkin Park's really popular and they're always in the news. But all I got was 74 views, and that's not very much. So I'm going to give it a 1 for success, because that's not very successful. Now, as far as how I personally like it, I thought it was pretty good, actually. By my standards, I thought it was pretty informative, pretty fun. I was starting to figure out my style. Honestly, I would give it a perfect 3 out of 3. Hi, just joined. What are you doing? I'm basically just looking at all my videos and ranking them. Hey, Hank, and Do You D Way, how you doing? By the way, like and subscribe. Play Forsaken. Anyway, I thought my Linkin Park video was pretty good, so I give it a perfect 3 out of 3. This is relative to me. Obviously, I'm not saying anything I do is great, but by my standards. So overall, I would give it a 4, which means it was a good video. It wasn't very successful, but check it out, by the way, because it didn't do very good. Okay, my third video is, Hey Henry from Canada. My third video was The Thing, the greatest remake ever. And basically, I just talk about it. I have 50 or so, somewhere's around there, I think. And I review everything, guys. I do horror movies, I do anime, I do music. I even do have a couple of baseball players. But The Thing, obviously, it's the greatest horror remake of all time. And it did really good. It's got, as of now, it's got 1,400 views. And for a new channel, I just started in February. For a new channel, that's pretty good. What does 67 mean, by the way? I keep hearing it all the time. I have no idea what it means. I know what 69 means. Dale Gribble's son. Yes, I know I sound like a hillbilly. I would sound different if I could, trust me. But The Thing, for success, for my standards, it's a 3. And how I thought it ended up, I thought I did pretty decent on that one. I give it a 2. So overall, that's a 5, which means it was a pretty good video. My third video was DBZ Movies Part 1, which is basically Dragon Ball Z. It started with the Dead Zone and went through Lord Slug. And it got a lot of views. It's tailed off lately, but it ended up getting 2,000 views, and that's pretty good. So success, I have to give it a 3. I don't know, Simon. I don't know what a spoon is. I guess I'm not up to the lingo. But it's a little amateurish, but it was decent. So I would give it a 2 for how I personally liked it. So overall, I will give it a 3 on success and a 2 for how I liked it, so a 5. So that's a pretty good video also. My next video, keeping on that theme, was Dragon Ball Z Movies 2. And I'm not going to go over what movies I cover. That one was, it was pretty good, successful-wise. I would give it a 2 as far as success is concerned. And I would give it a 2 on how I did, so I would give it a 4, which is pretty good. But here's the first one I was really passionate about, and that was Halloween. Why Does Michael Kill? Halloween is my favorite movie. I've said that ad nauseum on this channel. I love Michael Myers. And basically, I reviewed the movie, and I also gave you my personal opinion on why Michael kills people. And success, it ended up getting 825 subscribers. Not subscribers, my God. If it got 825 subscribers, I'd crap my pants. It got 825 views, which is great by my standards. I didn't get a lot of likes, though, so I will give it a 2 on that scale. As far as I personally liked it, I thought I did a good job on that one, so I'll give it a 3. So overall, I would give it a 5. And that is my highest ranked video so far. We're moving right along. That's one of my favorite videos. I did get 2 subscribers from that video. Oh, and by the way, I got 6 from the Thing video. I don't think it's any better than the Halloween one, but it got more subscribers. I should tell you how many subscribers I get from them. I got 5 from the Dragon Ball Z, the first one, and I got 2 from the second one, which was the Dragon Ball Z movie reviews. Next is the third Dragon Ball Z movie reviews. And it did all right. It got 179 views, which is decent. It's not great, but it's decent. So I give it a 2. And as far as how I liked it, it was about the same, about 4. So I would give it an overall of 4. Next is Star Wars, the most important sci-fi film. And yes, the original Star Wars you should start a tier list. You love distributing points. So that's, yeah. Honestly, I would do a tier list if I knew how, but I just don't know how. That's a great idea. But the original Star Wars isn't my favorite. For instance, I like Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back better. But it is the most important sci-fi film because it influenced pretty much every sci-fi film that came after it. And I ended up getting 859 views and 5 subscribers. Easy, do what you are doing and rank them. I'll try to take you up on that and see if I can do it. But I give it a 3 on success because I got 5 subscribers from it and almost 900 views. As far as how I liked it, I did a really bad boo-boo on one of them. You know how autocorrect? I try to do these videos thank you, Big Steps. I try to do these videos as quick as I can, and I simply forgot to basically I got General Tarkin's name wrong. And as far as I know, no one noticed that. And at the end, I got to where, well, thank you, Ezra. Is that Charlie Kirk? Yeah. But I got on there and it was amateurishly made. So I have to give it a 2 as far as that. So overall, I give it a 5. Next is Bruiser, aka Nice Guys Finish Last. And I'm a huge George Romero fan. He's my favorite director. The Living Dead movies, I mean, I worship them. But Bruiser is not one of his. How was my day today? Honestly, my day sucked balls. Unfortunately, kind of personal issues, but you don't want to hear about that anyway. But Bruiser, actually, there was a subscriber he requested. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it too. But one of my subscribers suggested I do this, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I like Bruiser, but it's not one of my favorites, especially George Romero films. Oh, thank you, you too. Thank you that was so sweet of you. You're probably Japanese, which means you're really sweet and nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I only did this video because one of my subscribers requested it. I didn't do it because it's a movie that I love. I do like it, though. And I'm glad I redid it because originally I thought I didn't like it, but once I rewatched it, I found out that I really did like it. Whatever happened, you know, thank you, Ian. I really appreciate all that niceness, everybody. Ian, that's very sweet. Subscribe so I can hear some more from you guys. I really appreciate that. Basically, my ex, who I thought I was going to marry about 2 years ago, she left me for a guy and she married the guy. So I didn't want her back because I hate her now. But it makes me angry that I'm going nowhere and I'm lonely and I'm 37 and unmarried. So it's just kind of frustrating. But anyway, I'm glad I get to spend it with you guys. But anyway, Bruiser, it didn't get a lot of views, which that didn't bother me necessarily. Yes, that's right, Matt. That's right. Or M. Khatib. I don't know. I called you Matt. You doesn't say Matt. Sorry about that. I don't know what your real name is, but thank you. But anyway, it didn't get a lot of views, but that's okay because I didn't expect it to. It was really, I was just doing this subscriber a favor. I didn't do it because it was just something I was really into. So I got to give it a 1 because it wasn't done very good. I mean, it didn't do very good. It only got 67 views. Hey, Julian. It's great to hear from you, buddy. I got a lot of new videos lately you should check out. But as far as I thought I did a pretty good job, I kind of compared it to like, it's basically about a guy who gets spit on of the Predator Badlands movie, man, I am going to watch that movie in theaters, and I'm going to do just that. And I'll dedicate it to you, my man, because Julian's one of my best, most faithful subscribers. You subscribe to his channel too, Julian at Julian Estrada 5993. But basically Bruiser is a movie about a guy, and basically everyone spits on him, and everyone treats him like shit. But he wakes up with some kind of mask for some reason, and it changes his whole personality, and he just gets revenge. And I basically talked about how it feels to have everyone treat you like shit, and what you wish you could do if you had a chance. I thought I did a good job on that video. I give it a 2 over how I did. So overall, I would give it a 3, which means it's average. Friday the 13th, my favorite guilty pleasure. As you can see, it's got Jason's mom and hugging Jason, which I thought was a pretty cool thumbnail. And it was my biggest success at the time. It ended up getting 744 views. For me, that was a lot at the time. And it got like 6 subscribers, so it's a little amateurishly made. So as far as how I like it, how I thought I did personally, I would give that a 2, but success, I would give it a 3. So I would give it a 5 overall, which is pretty good. By the way, so far nothing has got a perfect score. I know for sure one of my videos is going to get a perfect score, but I don't know if any other will. And I am cutthroat on my videos, man. I will tell you how it is. If my video sucks, I will tell you, but still watch it anyway. Yeah, I do that. I do, Kenny. About wearing shades inside. Here's the thing. I don't like how I look, so that's why I wear shades. It's not because I think I look cool. I know I'm not cool, and that's why I wear them. So overall, my Friday the 13th review, I would give it an overall 5. Next is the top 10 DBZ movies plus Dragon Ball movie reviews. It's kind of a combination of things. I reviewed the movies from the original Dragon Ball series, as well as I ranked the top 10 Dragon Ball Z movies. And as far as success is concerned, it got 305 views. That's not bad. That's good, but it's not great. So I would give it a 2. And I only got 1 subscriber, but I thought I did a pretty good job on it. There was this hot Japanese chick that followed me for a while because of that, so that was cool. I don't know what happened to her. She just kind of disappeared, but anyway, I would give it a 4 overall, which means it's decent-ish. This is one that's tragic right here, guys. Top 10 most beautiful Dragon Ball girls. And thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mr. Khatib? I'll just call you Matt. I want to call you Matt for some reason, so that's what I'll call you. Did you beat him? I don't know what that means, but anyway, Dragon Ball. There's a lot of hot anime chicks in Dragon Ball Z universe, and this video, it tanked. I think it tanked because YouTube is a prude. Because I actually, as far as my click-through rate, it did great. But YouTube would not promote it, and that pisses me off because I love, this is one of my favorite videos, no shit. Basically, I just ranked the 10 hottest Dragon Ball Z chicks, and I had cool music in the background, like I had the Temptations' My Girl, and I had the Beatles' Every Little Thing in the background. Basically, just celebrating the beauty of these chicks. Why is your hat bent like that? Probably because it's old. And YouTube would not promote it, so it only got 67 views. If you tell a story from your life, I will like and subscribe. Okay. What story do you want to know? Were you here to hear my broken heart story early? I don't know, just regular. But anyway, you want to hear a story? Well, once upon a time, there was this girl, and I fell in love with her even though she was a bitch. What did you use for the thumbnail of the Chicks video? I did Every Little Thing by the Beatles. It's a deep cut. And My Girl by the Temptations. You know, my girl, yeah. You don't want me to sing, but anyway, the chicks are hot in this one, but YouTube wouldn't. Oh yeah, I forgot I was telling you my life story. Anyway, and she left me for another guy just as I thought we were really going good, and then she's about to marry this guy that she left me for, and I'm pissed and sad about it. And that is my sad story. There's more to it, but that's basically the gist of it. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about my videos, which I guess I am talking about myself. Anyway, but this is one of my favorite videos I ever made. I thought I did a great job on it. I give it a 3 as far as how I like it. Unfortunately, it didn't get any traction because YouTube wouldn't promote it, so I have to give it a 1, sadly. This is one of my biggest disappointments. So, you ever been shot before? Nope. Did I hear an origin story when I came in? Maybe. Depends on when you came in. But anyway, this was a big disappointment because it really deserved a better fate. You white boy, yes, I am white. Anyway, guys, check that one out. The top 10 most beautiful Dragon Ball girls. If you like Dragon Ball Z, really check that one out because I really think it's pretty damn good. It's one of my favorites, even though it wasn't very successful. Okay, next is The Empire Strikes Back, where I basically argue that it's better than the original, and I don't think that's really in dispute. Most people consider it the best Star Wars movie. I don't, but a lot of people do. It got 422 views, which is pretty good, so I would give that a 2 as far as success. I only got 1 subscriber from it, though, so that cuts into it. I thought I did a pretty good job on it. I would give it a 2 as far as how I did, so overall 4, which means decent. Next is Dragon Ball Super and GT movie reviews. And 226 isn't bad, but it's not particularly good. So I would give it a 2 as far as how I did. It's not one of my better movie reviews, so I would give it a 2 as far as that's concerned. So overall 4. Next is Return of the Jedi, The Battle for Anakin Skywalker's Soul. Basically, I review the movie and I tell you, it's my favorite Star Wars movie, by the way. And I also tell how Luke redeems his father through his love and turns Vader back into Anakin. I thought I did a great job on that one, so I would give it a 3 as far as how I actually did. Unfortunately, it only got 1 subscriber. And the other one, as far as how it did a pretty good job. I mean, I would give it a 2. I would give it a 2 for how it did. So, that's a 4 also. Next is Dragon Ball GT, Why It Sucks. I have a little series of stuff where I review stuff that sucks and basically tell you why it sucks. And this was my first video of that style. And by the way, if you're interested in anything in particular, go to my detailed playlists. It didn't do very good. You love GT? I'm sorry, man. I don't. But anyway, 185, it did okay. I mean, it didn't get any subscribers, though. So I would give it a low 2 as far as how it did success-wise. You got to discount it when you don't get subscribers from it. And as far as how I did, there's one part when I did a really amateurish job on it. But overall, I still thought I did good. Hi, Patricia. Nice to see you again. Yeah, that's a nice way to look at things, Bubba. Bubba, thanks, Bubba Tree. Sorry, Buddha. Sorry. By the way, I'm a big fan of the Buddha. I think he's a very wise man. But overall, I would give it a 4, which means it's okay. I checked the top 10. You should have used videos as the thumbnail with Captain and Bull. Vados is pretty hot. I agree, Matt. Next is my first movie rankings video, Friday the 13th movie rankings, part 1. Yes, my name's John. The bottom tier. And basically, because it's such a long franchise, I just split them into 2. And this is the sucky ones. I thought the thumbnail was pretty damn good, to be honest with you. It's like Jason in a lineup card. So, anyway, I got a... It did decent. I got 383 views, which is decent. I got a subscriber from it. That's also decent. I'd give that a 2. As far as how I enjoyed, I thought I did a pretty good job on it. I'd give it a 2 also. John Helldriver. That's not my last name, but that sounds cool, so thank you, Spider-Man. So overall, I give it a 4. The next one is, as you can see, my favorite Jason movie is Jason Lives, and that's the scene where he grabs a guy and rips his arm off and then holds it up confused like. That's what I used for the thumbnail. I thought it was pretty cool. What, Buddha Tree? But it did a good job. It got a few subscribers and 620 views, so I would give it a 3, actually. I thought I did a awful hot coffee pot. Top of the RV was cool. I'm sure it was. I'm sure kissing Mary Jane was pretty cool, too. Even though she is a slut. Anyway, but in house... Sorry. Yikes. I lost you for a second, guys. Anyway, I thought I did a pretty good job on it, so... I think I give it a 2 for how I did. Yeah, Mary Jane, she's hot and all, but man, she just cheats on everybody she's with. Cheats on in the Tobey Maguire movie. She cheats on him cheats on someone every one of the movies. But yeah, I would give it a 5 overall. Nightmare on Elm Street. Is Freddy overrated? I thought the thumbnail was pretty cool because I actually focus a lot more on Nancy, which is one of my favorite final girls, and I think she's pretty smoking hot also. A lot of people don't talk enough about her, but it got 923 views and 2 subscribers, so anytime you get that many views, it's pretty good. So I give that one a 3. As far as how Nightmare 2 is pretty gay, but I have to admit I still like it. At least Freddy's not cracking one-liners every 5 seconds. Rogue and Magic are hotter than... I think Gwen's pretty nice looking. At least in Spider-Man 3. Emma Stone or whatever, I don't think she's that good looking, but like Opie's daughter, she played Gwen in the 3rd one. That one, she's pretty nice looking. She's pretty hot in the cartoon too. But as far as success, I would give it a 2. So I would give it an overall 5. Invisible Woman from Marvel is bad. I don't know the Invisible Woman. I do know the Invisible Man. It's a great movie. Next is Dragon Ball theme songs. And this one was interesting because basically I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, by the way. I basically took all the Dragon Ball Z songs and I put them into one collection. And I thought it took forever to download, but I thought it did pretty good. The audience retention on it, well, Trunks is my favorite character. Trunks is awesome. I do love Trunks. He's not my favorite character, but he's awesome. But my audience retention, which means how long people watched it, was shit on that video. But I think that was because people just clicked on it and downloaded it. Because I'm not like I'm not like Metallica. I love Metallica, by the way, but that was screwed up how they sued people for downloading their music. I'm not that way. download my stuff, do whatever. As long as someone's watching it, I don't care. But I think it was low because a lot of people downloaded it. So it got a subscriber, which is okay. But it got a lot of views, which is 794. So as far as success, I have to give it a 3. As far as how I did, I would give it a 2, which means I would give it a 5 overall. Next is I Hate The Force Awakens, aka The Force Awakens, Why It Sucks. I'm not going to go over all that dirty laundry, but I'm just going to tell you guys I hate The Force Awakens. To me, Disney ruined Star Wars. And I think because it was negative, YouTube didn't promote it so well, so it only got 146, which isn't that good. But I thought I did a fantastic job on the video, so I would give it a 3 as far as how I did on that video. As far as success, it would be a low 2, so I would say 5. I don't know who Cumber is, so you'll have to enlighten me on that one. Next is he a superhero? Anyway, this next one, it's not even really a video, guys. For some reason, I tried to get it in as a short, but for some reason, it wouldn't go as a short, so I put it as a video. This is just my beautiful dog, Sarah. Sarah, the friendly golden retriever is what it's called. And basically, Dragon Ball character, he must be on, like, some of those new mangas. I don't know that one. My favorite Dragon Ball character is Frieza. Followed closely by Goku, and then I'll check that out, followed by Vegeta as number 3. I've seen Dragon Ball, I've seen every episode of Dragon Ball Super. He's probably one of those guys from the tournaments that, there was a million of those characters. So it's hard for me to remember them all. I'll look him up. But my dog is beautiful. She's fat because she gets spoiled rotten. I understand that. Buddha. Vegeta is definitely the most interesting character, but as far as favorites, he's number 3 on mine, just barely behind Goku. But Frieza, he's my goat. I love Frieza. But if you like dog videos, you should check that one out. Chihuahuas are cute. For basically what is an extended short, it's not even long enough to be a video, really. It got a lot of views, so that's 515. So I would give it a 2 on that. As far as how I did on it, 2. So I'd give it a 4. I love King Kai too, but I like King Kai. He's funny. You know King Kai and Goku have the same voice, by the way. All right, we're moving along. Oh, here we go, guys. Here is my perfect video, my most successful video of all time. The Exorcist, the Easter special, Is It Christian? And this is by far my most successful video. Yes, Sean Schimmel is the guy. The Exorcist video is by far my most successful video. It got 6,100 views. It got 42 subscribers, which for me, that is fantastic. Christopher Stabbit was, man, he's the best voice actor of all time, though. But anyway, as far as success, it has to be a 5. I mean, it has to be a 3, sorry. 3 is as far as you can go. Basically, I thought I did something interesting in that one. I basically said, in my opinion, The Exorcist, for all its notoriety for being about Satan and whatnot, to me, it's about the power of God over the devil. So to me, it's a Christian movie, and that's basically what I argue in the video. So success, it's by far my most successful video. I got 3. 42 subscribers is amazing for one of my videos, and that's my peak. As far as how I did, I thought I did a great job on it. So we got our first and perhaps only 6 out of 6. Check out my Exorcist video, guys. Next is another one of my Why It Sucks. Halloween Resurrection, Why It Sucks. And that pretty much says it all right there. I just tell you why. It's my least favorite Halloween movie. And I basically tell you why it sucks. It got 2 subscribers, but it only got 260 views, so that's worth a 2 for me. Vegeta, Corrin, Shenron, Piccolo. I love Piccolo too, by the way. Piccolo's a solid number 4. And probably Cell number 5 and Future Trunks number 6. Not the snotty past Trunks. I mean the dude with the sword. But I would give it a 4. I thought I did a good job on it, so I would give it a 4. Each voiced by Sabbath. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more than that too, by the way. You got Yamcha and I am from Missouri. I know, praise Allah. Well, you must be a Muslim. Glad to have you. Why, when USA is a Christian country, did you elect the least Christian president? Apparently, you don't know nothing about American politics. The reason is because I know Trump is no saint, but believe it or not, he's a lot better than the people he was running with as far as Christian goes. Yeah. Anyway, the list goes on. Yes, yes. Next is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Nostalgia Review. I grew up on the Power Rangers, guys. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. Yes, Kamala does. I don't want to get into politics because I don't want to get canceled, but I agree, Buddha. I agree with you completely. Once again, Buddha is 100% right. But anyway, it's basically I just review the Power Rangers series. As far as success it did okay. 252 views. And specifically the black one. You mean Obama? Gotta disagree with you there, my man. You in your 40s? No, I'm actually in my late 30s. I feel like I'm in my 90s. You know, they say life is too short. I think it's too freaking overlong. I'm 37. I wish I was dead about 20 years ago. I'm only half kidding. Anyways, can't even spell her name. He knows zero. Well, okay, whatever. Anyway, I got a subscriber from it, but the views were just okay, so I would give it a 2. And I thought I did okay on it. I give that a 2, so I'm 68. Dude, by the time I'm your age, I probably wish I was dead too. I don't know. Thanks, whatever, I appreciate that. A lot of people make fun of my voice. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Buddha. The Black Power Ranger, yeah, the original Black Power Ranger, the literal Black Power Ranger, he was cool, Zach. My favorite's Tommy, though, and of course, Kimberly's my second favorite. My first crush, oh, Kimberly. Doing. I got 6 grandkids. That's the problem, man. I don't have any kids, and I don't have any wife. I'm pretty much alone here, so life sucks for me. But I'm glad life is going good for you, man. I hope you live about 168 more years. Yes, Tobey Maguire is the OG's. He's the best Spider-Man, no doubt about it. But overall, give it a 4. Okay, DBZ Chi-Chi's Indiscretion. Basically, it was my first comedy video. Is it bright in there? No, I'm just wearing because I don't like how I look. Yes, everybody should, but not everybody does. Whatever for. But this was a huge success by my standards. I got 2,400 views, and I also got 12 subscribers, which thanks, Blunted Eagle. If you lived my life, though, you would feel the same way, but I appreciate the sentiment. But it's a really funny video, in my opinion. It's just 1 minute long, so check it out. And basically, it makes fun of how Goku's an absent parent and stuff, and it's funny. And as far as I thought I did a great job on it, so we got our second 6 out of 6 video, guys. Dragon Ball Z spoof, Chi-Chi's Indiscretion. As you see, she's kissing Piccolo, so obviously, you know. Thank you, whatever for. You're a nice guy. Old people are nice, by the way. Not saying you're old, my man, but thank you. I appreciate it. Next is Beethoven, A Tragic Romantic. Basically, I just go over my favorite composer and I tell you, like, how he composed all this stuff. I thought this one would absolutely tank. I had no hope for this one because I never did anything classical oriented. So I just put it out, not expecting to get any views, and it got 720 views, and that's a lot. Especially when I didn't expect any. Got 2 subscribers from it. The audience retention was awful, but my audience retention is always awful. As far as how I did, honestly, I think I did great on that one. So we got back-to-back 6 out of 6s. Yay for me. Of course, that's me saying so. All right, next is Freddy vs. Jason. Was it worth the wait? I used to rewatch. That's a hot take these days because everyone hates Nickelback. I don't hate Nickelback. I actually like a couple of their songs. I don't think they're that good, but everyone acts like they're the worst band ever, and I do not understand that. I would rather listen to Nickelback over Bruce Springsteen any day. I hate Bruce Springsteen, by the way, but yeah. Anyway, Spider-Man 3, that one's underrated. A lot of people hate it, and I actually didn't like it the first time, but once I watched it the second time, I finally got into it. It does have a lot of flaws, though, but I still like it. As far as success is concerned, I got like 6 subscribers and 2,700 views. My opinion on CDs, I love them. By the way, CDs, I don't know if that's a good but yeah, I have a ton of CDs. I have a video of my CD collection if you want to check that out. But Freddy vs. Jason, hey Clash. 3D. I miss the original Nintendo. I miss the Nintendo 64. That was my favorite. Mario Kart's my favorite game. Anyway, success, I have to give it a 3. As far as how I did on it, I did okay on it, so I'd give it a 2. It's one of my most successful videos, though, so I give it a 5 out of 6. Next is Nightmare on Elm Street movie rankings, and basically I got just under 900 views. Well, thank you, Clash. I hope you're a chick, but even if you're not, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. But I did, as far as success, it did pretty good. I got 3 subscribers. I'd give it a 3, honestly. As far as how I did on it, you know what? I'd give it a 2. A high 2, though. Can I kiss you? Well, it depends. Are you good looking and are you a man or a woman? I only like girls. I might as well be gay, though, compared to my romance history. After that, yeah. But overall, I give it a 5. Johnny Cash, the coolest singer who ever lived. To me, this is one of my best videos. Obviously, I basically just make the case that Johnny Cash is the best, not the best singer ever, but the coolest. I'm a huge fan of it. Your favorite actress? Kathy Bates, actually. If you're asking who's the hottest actress, Christ, who knows? Man, Selma Hayek's pretty hot. Jamie Chung, I'm really into her. Some old school Sophia Loren. Twing. Raquel Welch. Twing. Melanie Martinez. I don't know her. Margot Robbie's pretty hot. I agree. Grace Kelly is probably the most beautiful actress of all time, in my opinion. As far as banging her, there's others I would bang before her, but as far as just being a beautiful woman, she's probably number 1 on that list. Sofia Vergara is hot, but she's annoying. But this was one of my most successful videos. I got 10 subscribers from Johnny Cash. Kaylee Cohen, don't know her. And I got almost 1,000 views, so that's a solid 3 out of 3. And I love this video. I thought I did a great job talking about Johnny. So 3. So we got 6 out of 6 videos here, guys. Next is Elvis Dog. You know what? What the hell? I will play Elvis Dog for you guys, and you guys tell me if you like it. Since we got you guys here. All right. This is my Elvis Dog video. Like and subscribe, little mama. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you like that? I'll play it again. Like and subscribe, little mama. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tell me if you guys like that. That was I do a mean Elvis impression. So I basically just had a cute dog, and I did a Elvis impression, my Elvis impression on top of it. Ain't nothing but a retriever, yeah. If you like it, let me know. But anyway, it didn't get a lot of views, but I didn't expect it to get a lot of views. So I have to give it a 1 for that. As far as how I like it, I like doing it. I like you are non-religious. I'm a Christian, but not a very religious one. I've had too much bad stuff happen to me to be, but I do believe. I don't believe in everything, like I believe in the Big Bang and all that, but by the way, Clash, you were flirting with me. Are you a boy or a girl? You'll never have to wipe again. I doubt that's true, my man. I believe, yeah, that's science. Are you trans? Me? No, I am not trans. Okay, where was I? That one got me off track. I don't know how to take that, Clash, but thanks for the compliment again. Just another one for Sarah, the friendly golden retriever. Just another one. It wasn't near as successful as the first one, so I give it a 1. And it was a little more amateurish, so, oh, I thought you were. No, I'm not. I'm not gay and I'm not trans. I love women just fine. If you watched at the beginning, you would have known that. Actually, I'm kind of depressed because the girl I thought I was going to marry left me for another guy, and they're getting married, so. Yeah. So I'm actually not feeling particularly good. But yeah. Overall, it didn't do... I guess it's a 3. I would give that one a 3. Next is Terminator, Is It Horror? And basically, I review the first 2 Terminator. So you're heartbroken, yeah. So basically, I review the first 2 Terminators, which are the classics, and I basically give you my opinion on if the first one's horror. My official verdict is it's not horror, but it's still a great movie anyway. I was shocked. I thought this one, everyone loves the Terminator. I thought it would get a lot of reception, but this one died. I have to give it a 126. I give it a 1. My girlfriend's name is Heaven. Sounds like that's a pretty name. But it did not do good. Honestly, I was in a slump when I did that video, so I have to give it a 1. And I don't think I did particularly good on that video, so I have to give it a 1 also. But you know what? I think it's a good video, actually. I'll give it a 3. She's 15. Ugh. I hope you're a teenager also. My mom got married when she was 16, though. Is genocide. But yeah, got my Terminator video because no one else did. Okay, I have to give it a 3 overall. It's okay. Dragon Ball Saga reviews Emperor Pilaf. And it's basically I review the first 2 sagas. I'm a few months older than her. Well, that's good, Buddha. If you were like 30, that would be really bad. But since you're only 15 or 16 yourself, just keep in mind that teenage girls are very unreliable. You live in Wakefield? Yeah, Wakefield is an English name. But it got 170 views, which is okay. It didn't get a lot of subscribers though. So I'll give it a 2. As far as how I did 2, so 4, which basically means it's okay. Next is I was going through a depression because my YouTube channel was failing at the time. So basically I just did a video, losing subscribers sucks. And I just had a sad pug on it. Did you think I was a middle-aged man? Honestly, I did. You kind of have that kind of sense of humor to me. But it only got the pug video. It only got 78 views, which sucks. It's not one of my personal best videos, so honestly, this is my lowest ranked video, probably my worst video, because there's really just nothing to it. It was basically a cry of pain, so I give it a 2, which means it's the one video I had that completely sucked on both ways, but still watch it. Still watch it. Rob Zombie, Hack, Icon, or both. And basically, I go over how I like Rob Zombie's music, but I don't like his movies. It got a lot of views, 430, but it didn't get any subscribers, so I have to give that a 2. I thought I did a pretty good job on it. I give it a 2, so that's another 4, basically average 2. We're moving along. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Dragon Ball reviews, Red Ribbon Army. That's just more Dragon Ball reviews. It didn't get a lot of views, so 146. And it wasn't that goodly made, so 2 out of 2, basically another 4. Here's one that's special and close to my heart. Pet Sematary. Obviously, I talked about the book and the movie. Obviously, Stephen King's saddest book. And when it first came out, it tanked. And I was very depressed. I was seriously considering quitting YouTube at that time. But later, for whatever reason, it got traction and it ended up with a lot of views, 574. So I have to give it, and it ended up with 3 subscribers. So for my standards, I have to give that a 3. As far as how I did, 2. So I give it a 5. It's pretty good. I love horror, by the way, as you can tell. All right. Duck Dynasty, the only good reality show. I did that when Phil died. He's the star of that show. For some reason, my shorts on this one killed it, but my actual video tanked. So for the actual video, I have to give it a 1. But I thought I did a good job on the video itself, so 2. So basically average or mediocre. 3 overall. The Phantom Menace, that's the one with little Darth Vader. Is it really that bad? It's the one that gets a lot of hate. As far as success, it did great. It got over 1,000 views and 3 subscribers, I believe. As far as how I did, about a 2. It's not as bad as people say it is, but it's not a good movie. So overall, 4 out of 6, I would have to say. I'm getting a package from FedEx. I'm going to have to go out and pick it up because if I don't, my golden retriever, will eat it. So I'm going to have to move in just a minute. But I'll be right back. Another Dragon Ball Saga reviews. This one tanked so bad that I actually just gave up making reviews for Dragon Ball. That's how bad it's tanked. It only got 70 views. And it did get 1 subscriber, though. But still, I have to give it a 1. As far as how I did, it was as good as the rest of them, so 2. So overall, 3. Another one of my Elvis impressions, Elvis versus Jason. I love them both. I thought it was freaking funny, so I give it a 3, honestly. I thought it was hilarious. As far as how it did, though, it didn't do very good, so I have to give it a 1, so 4. Basically, I have Elvis and Jason fighting. And me doing Elvis's voice. Okay, 5 things you like King of the Hill. No, I don't, but apparently I sound just like the guy. 5 things I learned as a new YouTuber. Basically, I'm complaining and giving advice. It was surprisingly your Beavis and Butthead. Oh, I do like Beavis and Butthead. But YouTube is hard. Basically, it's me complaining about YouTube and also giving some advice. You know what? It didn't get a lot of views, but it got a lot of subscribers. So I'm going to give it a 2. As far as how I did, it's a little amateurish, but I still think I did good. So 2. So 4 overall. Next, this one was a big disappointment. It's Mozart the Prodigy. And my Beethoven video was a big hit, so I naturally assumed my Mozart video would also be a big hit, and guess what? It wasn't. Why it tanked, I don't know, but it only got 98 views, so I have to give it a 1. Crap. Honestly, as far as, I think it's as good as, I think it was as well made as any of my videos. I did a great job on that one. It just didn't get any success. So, this one's unbalanced. I give it a 1 for how it actually did and a 3 for how I did on it. So 4. The next one is another comedy video. Elvis Waits in Line. You know what? It's not long enough to do a thing on, but it did really good for a short, for basically a long short. So I give it a 3. As far as being funny, it's decent. It's 2, so I give it a 5. You don't sound like him. Well, thank you. I don't like the way I sound. I don't like much about myself, to be perfectly frank with you guys. The Evil Dead, the movie that scared me. There's only 2 movies I ever watched that scared me. As a kid only, though. And one of them was The Evil Dead, and that's basically what this is about. One of my absolute favorite horror films. One of my favorite films of all time. It got 3 subscribers. The view count's a little low, so I'll give it a 2. I thought I did a pretty good job on it, so 2. So I'll give it an overall 4. I'm going to go pick up my package, guys. I'll be right back. So things are going to get dark for just a second. Because if I don't pick up my package, the dog will eat it. Okay, just wait just a second, guys. By the way, here's my dog. Here's my cat, Miss K. All right. I'm going to have to use both hands, guys. Hold on a second. Miss K, get back out. Yeah, good babies. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption, guys. I'm back. Okay. Next is the Evil Dead franchise rankings. Obviously, I think the Evil Dead movie series is the best series ever. There's not a single bad movie in the bunch, and there's 3 classics. It got a lot of views and only got 1 subscriber, though, so I will give it a 1. I'm not, 2, sorry. And as far as how I did, I would give that a 2 also, so 4 out of 4, which means it was good, basically. Elvis, is he still the king? I'm a big Elvis fan, as you can see. As far as how I did on that particular video, I think I did a great job on that one, actually. I give it a 3. As far as success, probably a low 2. Probably a high 2. It didn't get a lot of views, but it did get a lot of subscribers, so I would give it a 5 out of 5. A 5 out of 6. Next is more of me complaining for more things I learned as a new YouTuber. It wasn't as successful as the first one, but it did get a lot of subscribers, actually. Not a lot of views, but a lot of subscribers, so I'll give it a 2. As far as how I did, I give it a 2 also, so 4 out of 4. Attack of the Clones, is it better than Phantom Menace? And the short answer is yes. That one didn't do so well. It got an okay amount. I think I did a good job on it, so I give that a 2. As far as how the actual video went, it didn't do so good, so I give it a 1, so that's just a 3. So basically mediocre. Okay, the Hillbilly Review Channel VHS collection. Basically, I just go over my VHSs and tell what I thought about them. It didn't get a lot of views because those kind of videos don't get a lot of views typically. But I did get a subscriber from it, so I'll give it a low 2 on how I did. And the actual video, I thought it was pretty good, so I give it a 2, so 4 out of 4. Bach, the Beatles' favorite composer. This one did better than the Mozart video, but it did not do near as good as the Beethoven video, so I didn't get any subscribers from it, so I gotta give it a... Honestly, I have to give it a 1 on that one, because it was okay, got an okay amount of views, but a lot of people didn't like that one for some reason. So as far as how I did, I thought I did a great job on it, so I guess I'll give it a 3. So sometimes your best videos just don't make it. So I give it a 4 overall. I did 3 Beach Boys videos. One of them is the Beach Boys, America's Beatles, Part 1. It got a lot of views and it got a lot of subscribers, so I'll give it a 3. You know what? I think I did great on that one, so we got our 5th 6 out of 6 video, guys. Man. God, I still got a lot. I'm getting tired. You know what? Why don't we just stop? You guys want me to just stop there? Because I have enough to keep going for another live stream. Okay, I think we're going to stop at the Beach Boys, America's Beatles, Part 1. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but the next live stream, I'm going to do 28. I'm going to start with 28 days later video. And I'm going to go up. And I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I still got 35 more videos to go. So I'm going to just stop here and I'll do a part 2 next. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for everyone who left comments, and I hope you guys subscribe, and see you later on the Hillbilly Review channel.